What are you doing? Hey, how's it going on, Charlie?
I'm Jean.
Thanks for tuning in to Multicasking. Jean?
Yes?
We're gonna have ourselves a Jean day here. So today we're gonna do the Classic Cut Shootout, the 2017 through the end of the line of the current most recent edition, the 2022.
Yay!
We do, Jean, have to give a big thank you to Scott from the Scotch Test Dummies.
Yes, we do.
For supplying us the 2017.
Thank you, Scott.
That's the one bottle that was the first year that we were missing out on.
One I didn't have.
Scott's a good friend, and he was able to give us a little bit of that. So, Jean, you're going to have yourself a shootout. I, myself, am going to have a nice heavy pour, a double of your pours of the 2019.
I'm going in. I'm just going to go ahead and start while you talk.
Have a good one. So, Jean, we've done this before, but we did it the 18, 19, and 20, I think. It's been a while, and this is the first time, the 2017, is when they switched from their Cask Strength, now called the Classic Cut. So, Jean, what kind of notes are you getting there?
Well, they all have, slightly different noses. But they're all chocolate and cherry, and I'm not going to care about what you care about because I'm just going to start sniffing and getting an order I want. I've dressed up for this. This is a fancy occasion for me.
Fancy occasion, yeah. So how about you first get it in line of where you want it at for nose, and then go from there. See if they match up. I'll be curious if you mix and match them. So yes, for the Macallan Classic Cut, you're going to get your chocolates, you're going to get your cherries, you're going to get your sherry notes. They're all sherry cask finished. Or we're not finished, but seasoned casks. They are not, I don't think any of them have been matured in 100% sherry casks. 100% of the time. I think it's all seasoned. Whereas in the 1990s, the early 2000s, they would sherry casks. Doing okay there, Jean? You having a sensory overload?
They all smell, some of them smell identical.
Yeah, there were a few years that, so like 20 to 2021, I think, were pretty close. Damn.
Well, I don't know. Well, so far I have the nose, I guess, in order.
Okay. Now, I'll tell you mine, you have it in your glass, but mine is incredibly dark, but
yes.
Just because I poured myself a full ounce versus your half ounces. But for the 19, it's heavy sherry, heavy chocolate, heavy butter. I'll give you a moment.
That's my favorite so far. Number one.
Number one.
Of course, it's the first one that I tasted, so of course it's number one.
Automatically, right? So yeah, subscribe to the channel. We're doing cool things. We're going to review Macallan Harmony that just came out. The new Arabic.
Wow. Yum, yum.
And Macallan Yum Yums, as it were. If you don't know, these are all single malt scotches. In sherry seasoned casks. And these are all labeled at the bottom of the glass, the 17 through the 22. So when Jean picks her order, we will reveal in 6th place all the way up.
Do you know the ABV
range?
Yeah, range.
Let's see, the 22 is 52 and a half. The 21 is 51. The 20 is 55. The 19 is 52.9. The 18 is 51.2. And I don't mean to be embarrassing, Scott, but Scott did not put the ABV on that 2017. So, what are we doing here, Scott? So, yeah, I do not know on that. I don't have my phone on me either to even look it up.
Oh, God, they're all so good.
Yeah, Jean is a big Macallan fan, so we did a funeral whiskey episode. I'm a big James E. Pepper guy, I'm a big rye guy. So at my funeral, my kids and those in attendance will get a bottle of James Pepper rye. This is Jean's funeral whiskey. So these bottles back here will be consumed at Jean's funeral at some point 80 years from today.
If they still exist.
Are you getting big different notes with this one? That was a big coffee drink.
I'm getting a lot of the same notes on some of them.
Right.
So, I mean, they're all Macallan and they're all classic, all of them.
Classic
but
Macallan.
They've got slightly different finishes. Some are more fruity, some are more chocolate.
And you, Lynn, you head towards more of the chocolate side of Macallan, right?
I do, usually. But it just kind of depends on what mood I'm in that day, which one I'm going to like better. Man, that's so flavorful.
I'm gonna peek.
So I'm gonna go back through what I think my order is. I don't know.
I'd be curious if 17 winds up being your last place. That'd be funny. I'm hoping it's either last or first. That way it has some sort of effect on me. Is that your Macallan dance?
This is like Tin Man getting lubed up.
Tin Man.
I feel like you should be reading an audiobook or not an audiobook because you don't read audiobooks.
Well, what I really want to be doing is I want to be playing some Jack Handy in the background. Which, if you guys don't remember Jack Handy from the 90s portion of Saturday Night Live, he'd have Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. Pick an order. What you got going on here, Chickie?
Well, I don't know. This is too hard.
So we got 1 through 6.
I think so. Let me just go one more time, okay? Can you just hold on?
I'm gonna hit the fast forward
This
button.
is gonna need to be fast forwarded. They're so hard. These are good. These are so good.
Good.
These are all the same level. Ooh, 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 what are you? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Dang. The finish on that was spectacular.
You gotta make a decision
It's
here.
yum yum in my tum tum, all of them.
Okay, what is your least favorite?
It's not that anymore.
Okay.
I should have been doing this all along, putting them in order. They
Yep.
taste so good.
You're almost
all of
out of
them.
whiskey. You
I
need
know
to make a
this. I know
decision.
this. They're in order.
Which one's your number 6 and which one's 1?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You are gonna be shocked. You're gonna be shocked.
Shocked.
I'm gonna guess right now, Gene, and I'm gonna say that that's the 17. I think that's the 18. Your 6th place, Gene. 19.
19.
Which I'm drinking right now, and
Which
it's
used to be my number 2.
spectacular. Wow. In 5th place, Gene. 5th place is 2017.
Okay.
5th place. Which is kind of good because we don't own that bottle.
Which means the 2022 is somewhere over this way.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. In no way.
In 4th place, 20.
Okay.
3rd place. I'm guessing by color alone it's the 18. It is the 18.
18, which used to be my number 1.
And 2nd place.
22 and 21 are up here.
In 2nd place and in 1st place. Ladies and gentlemen, 21 is 2nd place. 2022 is 1st place.
Are you kidding me?
2022.
I'll be darned. Well, I'll be darned. The finish on this
21.
one is just something.
Where was your 18? Did I have that right? Your 18, yeah, your 18 was 3. I can tell that because it's the darkest color.
Okay.
17 and 18 are dark
Well,
cherry
18
colors.
used to be my number 1 until I guess the 21, 22 came along. 18 beat 19 and 20. Then this one is the what?
19, I believe.
20.
20.
Okay, 20 used to be my number 2. So it did go 18, 20, 19. And then 17 now is in here. So the last shootout that I did, I don't think the 21 was included
You
in
did
that.
18, 19, 20.
So that still is the same. That's amazing.
Okay.
18, 20, 17 is now in here. And this is the 19.
And 19 is what I'm drinking, and it's amazing.
So these guys are still in the same. That's pretty cool. And now the 21, 22 came in.
And
And 22 is my favorite.
here's the
Out of
amazing,
all of them.
here's the amazing part while you're making that face. And this is why you do blind shootouts, folks. Because of the 22 on its own review, we were underwhelmed, were we not?
We were underwhelmed.
Underwhelmed, but you do it a blind, you put it in competition with the lineup, and guess what, Gene?
The
Yeah,
finish
new winner.
on this one was incredible compared to the rest of them. I mean, if you take this one out of the equation and you're just doing just these guys, they're great. And if that's all that's on your palate, you're like, Classic Cuts, that's a great freaking tram, a Classic Cut. And then the got better, but you're like, no, that's weird. It's different. They're different. These two are different than those. But I like them better. Who knew?
You just gave me so much work to do in editing.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So yeah, subscribe to the channel. Check out our Macallan playlist. We have a playlist of just Macallans. Jean probably doesn't know that because she
You
doesn't
can
do
see
anything.
that I'm a fan. Yes. I mean,
Yeah.
a
Now,
little bit.
here's my question to you, Gene.
Yes.
Is that 18 still your funeral whiskey, or have you upped it to the 22? 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3,
18
2.
will still be my funeral whiskey,
Okay.
just because. No, I'm gonna change it. 22.
22 is now the funeral
22
whiskey.
is my
Okay. Okay. And I believe Macallan's famous for doing 6 and done in the series, but I think because this is their new cask strength, I think they're going to continue this line.
Good. I hope
So
they do.
we'll see what happens in 23. If this
Please
keeps going,
do.
okay, we're going to do the 2017 through the 2092 shootout. It's going to take us 97 minutes.
All right. The whole bar will be filled up with nothing but classic cuts. My God, that will be a day.
Okay, so thanks for
Good
joining
day.
us. Again, thanks to Scott from the Scotch Malt Whiskey Society. He's also the
Scotch
spokesman.
Test Dummies.
Yeah, Scotch Test Dummies, but he's also the
He is.
spokesman for Scotch Malt Whiskey Society.
Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that.
And if you're not familiar with Scotch Malt Whiskey Society, check Scott out. Check out their channel, Scotch Malt Whiskey Society of America.
And Scotch
And
Test Dummies.
Scotch Test Dummies.
Yes.
Anything to add, Gene?
I have nothing else to add.
I'm Charlie.
I'm Jean, and I hope you are just as thirsty as we are.
Macallan, cheers.
No, 2022? It's the finish.